At this point, I don't think it's controversial to say that Rick and Morty's been on quite the decline for some time now, and the recent anime's done it no favors. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about. I want to talk about the pilot episode and what I think makes it so great and what it has that maybe a season 6 or 7 episode may not have.
What?
Dad?
What, so everyone's supposed to sleep every single night now? You realize that nighttime makes up half of all time?
The first thing that stands out to me is how simple the plot is. It basically boils down to 2 parts. Rick taking Morty out of school too much and his parents giving pushback, and then Rick and Morty going to get the Mega Tree seeds. Other than portal travel, we don't really get any sci-fi stuff, which I think is a plus. There isn't really anything crazy, and with the school element and maybe Rick getting kicked out of the house, it really grounds the story and keeps things simple.
I'm no stranger to scary situations. I deal with them all the time. Now, if you just stick with me, Morty, we're gonna be... Holy crap, Morty, run!
Alright, so next up is the humor. Of course, humor is very subjective, but I do think you can apply some objective qualities to it. The jokes within the pilot are pretty high tier. A lot of the jokes that you see quoted a lot come from this episode alone, which is kind of crazy to think about. There's quite the variety of jokes, and none of them are meta or self-referential.
Hey, look, Morty! I'm a leg! A leg, Morty!
But seriously, almost if not all the jokes landed for me, even though I've seen this episode I don't know how many times.
And children! They're not robots, Rick! It's a figure of speech, Morty! They're bureaucrats! I don't respect them!
One of the biggest factors here, I think, is Rick himself. The way he's characterized, I think, is just perfect for, like, what he should be. He seems intelligent, not overly nihilistic, powerful, but not too powerful to the point where he's a literal god.
From one god being to another, you're welcome. You fixed my rift, you fucking hypocritical cocks! It was all canonical and shit, we could've milked that thing for a whole season!
Throughout this episode, Rick makes plenty of mistakes, and for all of them, he pretty much comes up with some sketchy solution. At parts, he's resourceful, other parts, he's a bit nonsensical, but I think it really adds to the story. The stakes feel real, they don't feel artificial, or as if Rick could just get out of him whenever he wants, he's just not doing it at the moment. That's about it. Let me know what you think about the pilot and the current state of Rick and Morty. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you want more, sub. Thanks for watching. In a minute, I did it, a minute. What? Well, now I should probably actually be saying words. That probably makes it easier to sync up. Okay, so at this point, I'm looking at myself. And away we go. All that type of stuff really grounds the story, and I think that's an excellent